Hello. Here is an age old question from the dawn of time. Is Aaron Tasin the greatest of all time? By yours truly. Today's sponsors: the International Support Club for Aaron Tasin Fan Affairs Association, Aaron Tasin Fan Club New York Division, Popeyes, Geico. You could save 5% or more off your car insurance. Okay, now I'm going to introduce myself so you get a background on me, which is the narrator. I'm super humble, 6'4" feminist. I have engineering prowess. I like food, as you can tell, and I get 0 HUDs, surprisingly. Now, introducing Aaron Tasin. Mr. Tasin. 6'1", generously. A unit of a man. Even like Thomas Jefferson would even admit this. So he's a 2-time Maranatha Pickleball Association champ. In the 2 times we've had invitational, so I mean he's just undefeated. He's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, Sunset League Division 5 AA CIF San Diego section for football. We'll get into that later. He also looks like a young George Washington. Okay, now this is every single sport I have personally played Aaron in, so you get kind of a background on how good he is on average. So, football, he gave me a bruised rib. I don't want to talk about the situation, just how traumatic it was, and like my recovery was traumatic as well, so I don't really want to deep dive into that. So, we'll just move on. Cup Pong. He beat me decisively. Now, I know it's not a physical sport, but I feel like I should have added it because that just shows his, like, diversity in what he's good at. Table tennis. He barely beat me. He got lucky. I feel like table tennis is probably his weakest sport. Like, he lost to a kid named Jake. Not, of course, not Jake Locker. Jake Locker could, I mean... He could also be in the GOAT conversation, but I'm talking about another kid named Jake, like, who's super short. So, I mean, if you lose to him, like, if you lose to him, I mean, yeah, that's rough. But pickleball, God gifted him pickleball skills. Not even a pro like me can match. Like, man, he is quite the pickleballer. You need to see him in action. I mean, I have clips, but I don't feel like including them just to save your eyes from being embarrassed of your mortal, like, competence. And tennis, he absolutely, utterly dominated me. I'm 0-5 against him, all games being won 2-0. The last game, he even beat me without a paddle. He just slapped the ball around, and he somehow beat me just with his hand. I am still in shock and horror from this development. Hopefully, my next encounter in tennis won't be this bad, but who knows? Maybe it's just I'm not meant for tennis. Who knows? So there's 3 possibilities I feel to this. So either A, Aaron's the GOAT and I'm good but not good enough to overcome him. B, Aaron's good, I'm just horrific at literally everything. Or C, Aaron's the GOAT and I'm horrific at literally everything. Now, I feel... voice crack. I feel, at least, I don't think the last 2 really are realistic. I mean, I think I'm good at most stuff. But then again, what do I know? Because he just utterly domineered me in tennis. So, anyway. But let's dive deeper. So, this is his 2024 season for stats for D5 AA at Maranatha, right? So he had 135 tackles, right? He won Defensive Player of the Year, by the way. So he had 135 tackles. He ranked number 1 in the league, right? Actually, 8th in all of CIF for San Diego, which is pretty impressive. I mean, like, you have to be good to do that. So sacks, 6. He was 5th in the league. And then interception, he was tied for 4th in the league. He's just so versatile. It's amazing. It is quite... not shocking, but it's quite amazing that he won back-to-back Defensive Players of the Year. He's just him, I guess. So, conclusion, Is Aaron Tasin the GOAT? Probably. Is Aaron Tasin at least good at most physical activities? Absolutely. Does Aaron kind of look like a young George Washington? For sure. Was the sole purpose of this video to glaze Aaron because he owns me at most areas in life? Perhaps. Do I possess a more grandiose and wider spectrum of engineering prowess than Aaron? By all means. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.